Hi guys, welcome back. Nick Reeves here with the boy Ewan, and in this video we're looking at this little thing. OS26 4-stroke. Now this one came to me as part of a collection of engines. I've got another OS40 FS, and I've got a second one of these sitting in the box. All of them are gummed up, but I think all of them will be good runners. I think they're gummed up with castor oil. So the plan is to strip this down, rebuild it, new bearings, etc., and get it running nicely again. The plan for this engine is somebody not too far away got a Junior 60 kit for Christmas, and this engine is going to be the ideal candidate for powering it. So between us, we're going to do a bit of teaching and learning with how to do engines and whatnot. And we'll see if we can get it running again. Now the first step with this is we need to get it moving. What I want to do is get it all moving, freed off, possibly even see if I can get it to run as it is to see how bad it is, and then do a full strip down. But before I can do that I need to get it moving. So the way I'm going to do that is I'm actually just going to soak it in some fuel, some model fuel. Some of our finest stuff that's been sat over there for God knows how long. To let the fuel get into where I need to let it get into, I'll take the plug off. I'm going to take the inlet manifold off, take the carb off, and take the back plate off. All of these parts I will sit in the fuel to soak them all, to free them all off, because the carb's solid as well. I have picked up, I don't know if it's the same, it's this one. I've got a brand spanking new carb assembly, and it looks, just looking at it, the same. So I should, if all else fails, be able to get it running with that one. This wasn't cheap, but they're not made anymore, so I know that I've got at least one good carb for the 4 engines. So I should be able to. I bought this carb for one of the 40s because I know the carb on one of them is broken.
Yeah, this one.
Right. No, that's just the arm. Don't unscrew it. Don't unscrew it. It's all coming off. Look, we've undone it all. You see the screw? So I'd rather it be tight on there just now so we can not lose bits. Okay, so I'll move the camera in and we'll start taking this apart. Okay, so that's the new carb that I was on about. That's the old carb assembly, so that will possibly replace that one. I'd like to get this one working so it's original. So first things first, I'm going to take the needle valve out, which feels horrible. I hope you can see this on here. I don't know how good the light is for seeing. Okay, so that's the needle valve out. That looks pretty clean and good. Next stage, we take the plug out the top, and that will go straight in the bin because it looks rusty and manky and horrible. Actually, just out of curiosity, I might well try that in a bit. So the plug's out, and there's a copper washer still in there. Copper washer out. Bit of rubbish in there. You see that? Things like that we don't really want going into the engine. Okay, so next stage now, we're going to take the inlet manifold off, and there's a, again, I don't know if you'll how well you'll be able to see, there's a little screw in there which is like a mounting support screw, so that needs to come out. So you need a lot of pressure on there before turning. It's quite stiff. I can feel it's full of oil, gummed up manky oil. If you're wondering who I'm talking to, Ewan's still here. So this is probably the first time I've actually seen an engine stripped down. Certainly a 4-stroke, I think. So it's going to be a learning curve for him. So we've now got the 2 manifold mounting bolts at the top to take out. Which I can feel is trying to round off there. There's one. Two. And now that should come off, I think. What else is holding that on? That's all separate there.
Screw down, don't you?
Is there? No, it's not. That screws out, look.
No, not that one. Down, there.
Down where?
There. That one. Like directly underneath there.
No, that's just a pivot point, look. So that should come away, like that. So we're going to need a new gasket of some sort in there. But that is the, for testing purposes, that'll be fine. I can just bolt that back on. So I can go in there like that. Now the next thing I need to do is take this back plate off. There's a breather nipple on the back, and a lot of people put a pipe on this and try and route it away so the oil doesn't go into the models. I have previously discovered that doing that does affect the running. So if you're having any running issues with a 4-stroke and it's got a breather nipple at the back here or even somewhere here and you've got a pipe on it leading off somewhere else, take it off and just see what happens. So back plate next. Again, I can feel these are full of crud and oil. Bit of a wiggle around with the Allen screw driver. We can get it nicely into the head without rounding it. See if I can get into this one. Yep, that one's coming. Oh, still got crud in it. Again, I don't think you can see on the end of that. I don't know if it'll focus on there. That's just out of the head. You see all that? That's just out of the head of the screw. There you go. It might not look much on camera, but that's just out of one screw. That's the third screw. See if we can get this last one without resorting to surgery. Right, we need a spike. What am I going to use for this? Sacrifice a knife.
It's mine.
No, it's alright, it's only a knife. So what I'm doing here is just scraping around, trying to take as much rubbish out of the head as possible. So that the Allen key can get a good bite on it. Let's try again. Feels better. Okay, so that's all those bolts out. This back plate should now come off, which it does quite neatly. And as you can see, where are we? As it's been sat that way round. It's come out. Hasn't moved for a good while. There's a good witness mark where the con rod has been, and that's just oil. That's just really sticky, horrible oil. So that can all sit in there. So if the back plate's like that, the whole of the engine is going to be like that. And looking in the back end of it, it is. It's all really, really horrible. Right, what I think I'm going to do as well, to help get fuel and what into it, I'm going to take the rocker cover off, so I can get into the rockers, and free them up. Don't know if this is the right size Allen key. Yeah. Right, this one feels like somebody's tried to get into it before and they've rounded the screw. So somewhere over here, should have some stuff that helps me get some screws out. I should have. I'm doing it right. Bear with me on this one. Right, I can't find what I'm looking for there. I have to keep on trying with this just now and have a search for that later. Oh, wrong screwdriver. So it feels like somebody's rounded the screw. What I'll do is try a different. That's a metric Allen key I've got there. If we try an imperial one that's close to it. Oh, just a fractional bit bigger. It's not that one. Of course, it's going to be the Allen key that we haven't got, isn't it? Well, I have got it. I haven't got it here. I know exactly where it is. It's in the Youngmaster kit. That's a better fit, I think, in there. Yeah. Right, well, I'm not going to worry about that just now. It's not too much of a problem. So what we're doing now is we're putting this whole thing into this pot. I'll take the silencer off, or the muffler header, what's it off, just for now. See what it looks like in there. Can't really see too much, to be honest, but I'll let the fuel in. Alright, so that can sit in there, sit in that way up. Right, so now we use some of this good old fuel. Good old fuel, that's a bit of a contradiction, isn't it? It's just fuel that's been sat around for, I think it's actually helicopter fuel, this. Which would have been sat around for a good while, because I haven't flown a helicopter for a good while.
Hold it over.
And we'll just fill it up. What?
Hold that over.
That's right. Probably would have been quicker to actually pour it out the top, but right now I'm in no desperate rush, so just letting it fill up nicely like this. I'm going to almost submerge the whole thing, just so I know there's fuel in everywhere. Yeah, so that's as submerged as it needs to be. So that'll sit there now, probably for a good couple of days. Well, I won't necessarily sit here, but it'll sit somewhere for a couple of days to soak, hopefully free off, and then we'll see about getting it moving. Once I'm happy that it's all moving, I said I'll probably just put it all back together as it is and see if I can get it to run. If I can get it to run and I'm happy with it, I'll strip it fully down, get the bearings out, get some new bearings in, possibly even give it a clean up. I've seen a method of cleaning engine parts I want to try, so I might well try that on this engine, or if not this one of the 40s, and see what we get out of it. But for now, that's the end of this first part of this rebuild. I'll just come back to you in the next one. So until then, catch you again soon. Thanks for watching the video. Give us a thumbs up if you like what I've just shown you. Click on my face down here. You can subscribe. Remember to tick the bell so you get notifications as to when new videos are put up. And down this side, there'll probably be some videos that you might also like to watch. Catch you next time.